Hello, everyone. Welcome to English 1A. This class is a fast track 8-week course. So this is our first week, Monday, January 13th. And this video, I will walk you through the class, how everything is set up, and give you an introduction to week 1 assignments and what you should be doing this week as well. So the first thing is that when you log into Canvas and click on our class from your Canvas dashboard, you will see this home page. And then here there are 3 buttons that you can click on, the syllabus and books page, quick links, and resources. Then down below, I will always tell you what week we are on. So since this is a fast track class, there are only 8 weeks, so it goes by pretty quickly. This is week 1. And then you can click here or click below any one of these buttons to view the weekly page. So the weekly page will tell you everything that you need to be doing that week, including any readings, assignments, other things I might ask you to watch or to do. Um, on your student page, you will see over here on the right-hand side, you will see like a to-do list, and that can be helpful, but that will not always have everything that I am asking you to do. Sometimes I might ask you to read something and not submit anything. And unless it's an assignment that I'm requiring you to submit something for, it won't show up on your to-do list. So please make sure that you always click on the weekly page and read through the week so that you know exactly what you should be doing. Okay, so let's start. Let's just click on the week 1 page. This video will be here. Sorry, it took me a little bit longer to get this video out to you. Usually it's ready to go, Monday morning, but we've been dealing with some sickness in my house. So I hope all of you are doing well. I know there's been a lot of sicknesses flying around. So, all right, so this is how the weekly page will look. Now, please don't get overwhelmed because I know it looks like there's a lot to do, but a lot of these things are really short, simple, easy things to do. So each week you will have assignments due Friday and Monday. So Friday's assignments will be first, and then you scroll down and you'll see what's due Monday. So for this week, the first thing that you need to do is watch this video. The next thing is to make sure that you read the syllabus and books page, specifically though, read through the syllabus. There will also be a video posted on this page where I walk you through the syllabus for this class. So you can click here and that will take you to the Google Doc of our course syllabus. This was also sent out to you via email yesterday. So you should have the link to this in your email. So I would recommend bookmarking this. You could print it out if you would like to have a hard copy, but please be aware that down here, the course schedule is subject to change, and there are some things that I'm still figuring out. I am switching a little bit how I teach this class and the sort of assignments and things that I am assigning for this class, just kind of improving the course. And so there's a few things that I'm still working on. So please be aware that certain assignments and due dates could shift. Okay. So that's the syllabus. For books for the class, there are no required books. We will be primarily using this English Composition 1 website, which is like an open source textbook for any kind of textbook related readings. And then for the other readings, such as essays, short stories, other articles, I will be either linking directly in Canvas or providing you with the PDF for you to read. Okay, so that's that. There is also a little hidden Easter egg with specific directions hidden somewhere in the syllabus. So if you can find that and follow the directions, you can get 3 extra credit points. All right, next up is the supplemental learning requirement. So all English 1A classes at Chafee have what's called a supplemental learning requirement. So you need to complete 3 activities throughout the semester in order to complete this requirement. So you can click here on this page. And there are a few different ways that you can go about completing these requirements. If you click here on the Success Center, it should take you to the Success Center course. Over here on the right-hand side, if you are not already joined into the course of the Success Center on Canvas, you can click Join the Course over here. And then this is where you will be able to access anything that the Success Center is offering. So for the requirements, you can either complete a DLA, which is also known as a self-directed activity, or a group or workshop activity. So you can access all of that here. If you click on English 1A requirements, it'll take you to this page where there's a video for you to watch just about like an orientation about those requirements. And then here is giving you more information about the group activity. You can sign up by clicking here. And it looks like I don't know if they've completely updated. Yeah, so it looks like they have not updated this. This is still the fall group activity, so you should be able to access this and sign up for courses or activities for the spring semester, but they may still be working on that. Self-paced activities, the same sort of thing, and you can sign up by clicking this link. Okay. PAL group activity, that does not apply to this class because we don't have a PAL. We don't have, a PAL is basically like another student who is working for the Success Center and is assigned to our class and kind of acts like a teacher's aide. We don't have a PAL for this class this semester. So don't worry about that. And then how to get credit, that's another thing that you want to take a look at as well for how to submit your verification to me to be able to get credit. Okay, so back to our class in Canvas. Please, if you have any questions about the supplemental learning requirement, you can feel free to reach out to me. But I would also direct you to reach out to the Success Center directly with any questions, and they can help you. So you can do those activities online, and you also can do them in person at any of these Success Centers at any of the campuses, so the Rancho, Chino, or Fontana campus. The Success Centers also offer tutoring, which I highly, highly recommend. And there will actually be assigned tutoring for each of the essays that you'll be writing in this class. And you can access that here. You can access tutoring through the Success Center directly as well. I'll talk more about that when we come to it. Okay, next is the communication plan. So just take a look at the communication plan for this class. This is basically just going through how you can contact me and communicate with me, how I will be able to contact and communicate with you, and then how you'll be communicating with your classmates in the class. Pretty straightforward stuff. And then the Canvas student app. So number 5, this is the next thing for you to do. So if you don't already have it, please download the Canvas student app onto your smartphone. It is a free app. It's a great way to be able to stay connected and up to date with what's going on in the class. You can check assignments and due dates. You can even submit things on there. So I highly recommend that you use it. And if you do not have a smartphone, which I've had some students in the past who don't, just send me a message and let me know, and I will waive this assignment for you. Okay, next is your Canvas profile picture. So if you look over here on the left-hand global menu, you will see it says account. And if you don't have a picture there already, you're just going to see like a little gray person shape. And I would really love to see a picture of you so that I can, associate your name with your picture. It's hard in an online class because I don't get to see you all in person. And so it's just easier and nice for me to be able to say, oh, okay, this is who this person is, right? And put a face to your name. If you aren't comfortable with putting a picture of yourself, I respect that. And you can put a picture of something that you feel best represents you. Some people choose to put a picture of, a pet or maybe like a beautiful nature scene or, anything that you really want that is appropriate, of course. Okay. And next, number 7 is the first real assignment, your active reading assignment. So you're going to click on this link and it's going to take you to this page. So there are 5 sections to this assignment. So please make sure that you read everything and are reading these graphics. There are a couple of videos to watch, how to annotate, how to take notes. And then for some of your assignments, some of your reading assignments in this class, you will need to submit either annotations or notes. So this is walking you through how you're going to be able to do that. If you're annotating, what are your options? If you're note taking, what are your options? There's an app called Cam Scanner, or you may be familiar with other free scanning apps that you could use that are similar to this. So read through all of that. And then finally, at the very end, there are a few self-reflection questions. So please answer those questions. You can type them up, you can handwrite them, and then submit them to this assignment by Friday. So that's your first assignment. All right. And then number 8, please read the prompt for your first essay. So our first essay is going to be a personal narrative. So please read this page so that you can start to familiarize yourself with what you're going to be required to do in the next couple weeks. Again, this is a fast track class, so we jump right into everything. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time at the beginning of the semester to kind of ease into things, so it's right away. All right, essay 1, what are we doing? So I always think that this is a good intro essay for this class because it's a little less intimidating, and to write about yourself is something that you already know. So it's just kind of narrowing down what exactly do you want to write about for this essay. So think about these questions to get you started. The format and length requirements are here, some other requirements and information up here. And then down below is the rubric for this essay. So this is how you will be graded. So you also want to take a look at this so that you can make sure that you're including all of these things in your essay. Now, that said, we will be working on different parts of the essay writing process. So you'll have a rough draft due for this essay. You'll need to seek tutoring for this essay, and then you'll submit a final draft. We will also be reading some examples of personal narrative essays so that you can see what a, famous, well-known writer who is well known for their great writing, what their personal narrative essay looks like. So I'm in this class, my goal is to show you real world examples of good essays, and in hopes that you can attempt to imitate or use those kind of as a guide, as a good example for you when you're writing your essays. I think a lot of times students are really only familiar with a 5-paragraph essay, which is very formulaic. And my goal for this class is to help you broaden your repertoire and to get beyond that formulaic 5-paragraph essay and to see the potential for what is a real essay in the real world, people who have written them, what does it look like, right? Because it doesn't look like the 5-paragraph essay. Okay, that said, so that's everything for that you should be focusing on this week for Friday. You should also be working on these items down here that are going to be due next Monday, January 20th. So the first one is a reading. This is a preface to the collected essays of Aldous Huxley. So you are probably familiar with his name if you've ever heard of the novel Brave New World. And he wrote a bunch of essays, and I am having you read the preface. Okay, so this is like kind of like an introduction. You click here, it's going to give you the PDF download. You don't need to read this first page. This is just like the publication page, and I mean, you can read it. It's just giving you a little bit of background and some people's comments about him. And then there are basically 2 pages that you need to read. So you're going to read those, and you are going to practice active reading. So you're going to either be annotating this document or taking notes and then submitting your annotations or notes here. I should have told you to submit here. So I'll make sure I add that direction to this assignment. And similarly, so in this preface, sorry, let me go back for just a second. In this preface, he talks about 3 things that a great essay should have. And that's why we're reading this preface. So that is going to be your goal, is to kind of be looking out for what is he saying that a good essay should contain. And then throughout the class, we're going to be working on kind of narrowing down and figuring out how we can include those things in our own essays. Okay, the next thing that you're going to read is a personal narrative. So this is an essay by E.B. White, another famous author. It's called Once More to the Lake. So you're going to click here. That will start the download of the PDF. And this is a not too long personal narrative essay short story. So you're going to read this, actively read it. So again, that means you're going to be annotating or taking notes while you're reading. So you're underlining, you're highlighting, you're making comments, you're connecting things in this writing, in this work, to things you already know, and you're engaging with the text. It's not just like a passive, you're just reading or listening to it. You are showing that you are engaging with the text. And you're going to be looking for the 3 things that Huxley talks about. Does E.B. White include in this essay those 3 things that Huxley mentions in his writing? Okay. So those 2 readings, and then you are going to be participating in the first online discussion. So as it says, you need to make sure you have read and completed the assignments for the preface to collected essays and Once More to the Lake. And then you're going to answer these 4 questions here. This is an optional question if you had any questions about the readings. So it would be a good idea to look through these questions before you read so that you can have in mind what you're going to have to discuss in this discussion. And it can also help direct your note-taking and annotating. If you are looking for those 3 poles of reference, which is what Huxley calls them, then you're going to know that's what you need to look for, right? If you're aware that this is the question that I'm asking, you're going to be looking for that in the reading as you're reading it. So you're going to answer those questions and post by Monday, and then you'll reply to 2 classmates by the following Friday, the 24th. Okay. And then finally, this is just an extra credit opportunity if you are on Instagram, which I don't expect everyone to be. If you're not on social media, then that's wonderful. I think that you're probably saving a lot of time and doing other wonderful things. So if you are, though, you can follow my educational account on Instagram and you get a couple extra credit points for that. I don't post a whole lot on there, but I will post like encouraging, inspirational, like tips, just anything about education or writing in general, literature, things like that. Okay, so that is pretty much it. I know again, it looks like a lot, but a lot of the week 1 due by Friday stuff is pretty quick. You can check it off your list pretty quickly. I believe week 2 is published. Yes, it is. So if you want to get a head start, you can also begin looking at this page and see what's coming up and what you should be working on for next week. There is a couple things. There's actually one thing that I still have to publish here and link, but otherwise you can see what else is here. Okay, that's it. Please feel free to reach out to me at any time if you have any questions or concerns about anything regarding the class, any assignments, any readings, anything at all. So I am here to help you. I'm here to make sure that you are all successful and to support you in your education. So I hope you all have a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.